Recently, my YouTube algorithm recommended me a very interesting and very well-made video by the creator Zachary Smigel. Smigel. Something like that. But today, I'm here to provide something of a counterpoint and tell you why YouTube's algorithm is annoying, but it might be to the benefit of humanity. You might have heard of a filter bubble. It's basically where people are trapped in their own little echo chamber on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. All the information and all of the posts that are being directed towards them are ones that reinforce their own opinions that they already hold. They're not seeing any outside viewpoints. The algorithms of these social media platforms are basically just recommending them things they think they'll already like. It's no secret that the United States, and probably much of the world, is extremely polarized right now. You can see it in politicians and you can see it in everyday people. A lot of people have this us versus them mentality where they can't really find any common ground to stand on. So instead of finding points, oh, I agree with you on this, maybe we can find somewhere to meet in the middle. It's like, no, if you think this, you must also think this, and that's a logical fallacy. Anyone who took AP English would know is not true. You can find more about this in the Policy Review research article I'm going to link down below. Basically, these filter bubbles can be somewhat responsible for radicalization pipelines. So people keep seeing things that reinforce their beliefs, and the hate continues to grow towards whatever group of people. And we've seen a lot of acts of radicalist violence in our society, so I think it's safe to say these filter bubbles can be very dangerous. And the only way that you can break this chain of thinking is to challenge yourself with things that maybe you don't agree with or things that you think you might not like. And you might be thinking, oh, well, if I see a video on YouTube that I'm not interested in, I'm not clicking on it. And like, that's fine. Most people think that. Most people also exhibit confirmation bias, which is where if you see something, you're gonna read into it with what you already think. YouTube's algorithm recommending people things that they don't really like or they're not interested in or that's outside of their own preferences, it's annoying to see as a user, but it's a big step that platforms can take to popping the filter bubbles. This goes beyond politics. The music that you listen to, the movies you watch, it's all probably being recommended to you based on what you already like, if you're consuming it on any sort of streaming platform. The commodification of popular culture is largely because of these streaming platforms, and you can see that in this video that I'm going to also link down below, which is about the playlistification of music. And it's kind of why everything's so samey same. And that, along with people are trying to create things that will take off on these platforms. So instead of making songs that are good or follow, the standards of what used to be pop music, which was like 3-minute long songs, now they're trying to have hooks in the beginning, and I don't know, the guy explains it a lot better in the video that I'm going to include.
Artists are encouraged by labels and more indirectly by consumers to deliver more of the same, and any kind of experimentation could lead to the ultimate punishment.
But anyway, no matter how brain dead you are, you probably are getting tired of the samey same of everything on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, Netflix, whatever. But like Smigel says in his video, it can be irritating when you keep seeing the same stuff popping up over and over, like YouTube recommending you videos that you've already watched and it's already in your history, so why are they showing me this again?
Another minor reason YouTube may feel different lately is you may have noticed YouTube keeps giving us videos that we've already seen.
And I think Zachary Smigel, I got the impression he probably knows a lot more about YouTube's algorithm, click-through rates, impressions, things like that than I do. But I can tell you what I think about that from the standpoint of psychology and things that I've read. People, especially teenagers, there's a study where on Instagram, people are more likely to like a photo if it had a lot of likes. So if it looked like it was popular, people were more likely to think, oh, I like that. I like that because other people like that, because teenagers can be impressionable and they care about what their peers think. So I think that the same point stands with YouTube. So if somebody's getting a lot of impressions and they're getting a lot of views, even if it's not their audience, people are going to see that and they're going to think, ooh, let me see that. Is that why people aren't liking the YouTube algorithm now? Because they keep seeing videos that have like 28 views or something? Fake likes, fake views. You don't want to admit it, but that's probably how your favorite creator got started. Person you follow on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You probably see these accounts where it's like, why does this have so much traction? It's pointless. It's the same as anything else, and it could be just fake stuff, fake interactions, and then people see that and then they think it's real and they think, ooh, celebrity, I like that celebrity too. But as Smigel explains, YouTube is giving out impressions willy-nilly. If it's on your homepage, it's an impression. If it's in your suggested, like the little sidebar if you're watching YouTube on desktop, that's an impression. So as it gives out these impressions, but Smigel explains that impressions from channels that aren't interested could lower the click-through rate, which is typically bad unless it's like a video that's viral for some reason. So I'm gonna let him talk about that a little bit.
A click-through rate is the number of clicks divided by total impressions times 100. So generally speaking, if a video has a lower click-through rate, or CTR, it is a bad thing. You want a high CTR.
The big takeaway here, YouTube, it's definitely flawed right now. Like, I am tired of seeing the same exact video that I watched that is in my history. YouTube sees it there in my history, being recommended to me again. But I think this is a step in a better direction. People need to be pushed outside their filter bubbles, and I'm tired of seeing these same, generic creators becoming so popular. If people can go outside their filter bubble, so, take it politically, if a left-wing person sees a right-wing video, or a right-wing person sees a left-wing video, maybe they can find some common ground. I don't know if that's the solution to everything, but I think that it could help reduce polarization to some extent, and I think that other social media platforms should follow suit. It doesn't hurt to check out something new. And just having your same ideas being thrown back at you, that's never going to challenge you. That's never going to make you think outside the box. And it should be a little more random. It should give everybody a chance. I think that's why TikTok is kind of a little more popular now, because I feel like any video can go viral, but that's really not as easy on other platforms. If you think that I made some good points, you can like and you can subscribe. I'm going to be talking more about different topics that come up in regard to media and popular culture and stuff like that. Thank you. Have a great day.